heavier connective tissues. We're going to push those away. This one, you can kind of see it goes up into the meat a little bit. Open that up and just cut it off at an angle. This will separate into two pieces. So just go down through that natural seam. This piece we can leave whole. We're going to take this, maybe grind it for consomme. Maybe we'll cut it into cubes at a later time. If there's a thick membrane on the outside, take it away, but you don't have to take off all that silver. The reason they like this cut for the kitchen is that it does have a lot of collagen, so it makes a great soup, broth, you know, very hearty. All right, so you leave that just like that. The other piece, got some thick collagens in it as well. Flipping this over. Now you see this membrane that's on the outside? That needs to come off.
That's what's called silver skin?
No, the membrane is more of like an elastic protein. The silver skin is what's underneath it.
Okay.
Right? The silver, you can leave most of the silver or some of the silver. If it's really thick, you can take it down, but I want this elastic stuff off. See that?
Yeah.
Kind of roll it up a little bit. You get at the fat. I don't want any fat in the stew because that just ends up as, you know, skim later. You have to skim your stew. It's got a lot of fat. There's a certain amount of fat in the meat anyway. Right? Clean. Clean enough. Now we're going to take it, cut it into strips, and then you're going to cross-cut those strips into cubes. There are some natural seams. You can pay attention to them a little bit if they happen to coincide with your slice. But basically I want 1-inch strips. Right? So you can kind of get like this and get a general idea of what 1 inch looks like. The nose of the knife goes down, the point of the knife goes down, and just slice through like so, like a rolling motion. Like one of those elliptical. Think like that. Okay. And 1, and 2. Today on CNN. All right, cut them into strips. Then you take these. That's wider than 1 inch, right? So cut it in half the long way. And that one's just about 1 inch. And then line these up 2, 3, 4 at a time. Clip off the ends just slightly. That's all nice usable trim. And then cut your cubes. Nice little bite-sized pieces. You know, if they're too small, push them off to the side. I want uniformity. Why do I want uniformity? Even cooking. Plate presentation. And I want a nice small size because who's going to eat this?
You are? You are.
We are? I would eat that whole thing. That's small enough for me. So who's our customer? Right, customers. Who's our customer? Not us. Who's your typical customer in a restaurant today? Little old ladies. They're your customer. Yes, little old ladies are your customer. Right? So if you know you have little old ladies coming in, not all your customers are going to be little old ladies, but you certainly will have a percentage of little old ladies. Food has to be prepared for them. I love them.
It's true.
Yeah. They pay. They're nice. Sometimes they complain, which is good because then you know what you did wrong. They're aggravating sometimes. But most of all, they pay.
They're loyal.
They can be very loyal. I had one lady, Mrs. Williams, who would come in my restaurant every single day. Her son is running for judge in Ulster County Supreme Court judge. I hope we make it.